That shit was tragic. I'm like, bro, ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
You know what's really tragic? It was a guy that went on a date with a girl and had a little rib.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then-
Yeah, dude. Hell no, man.
Like, can I have a rib? A wrecker rib? Or half a rib? No, just a, like,
Oh,
rib.
literally one rib. One bone rib.
Brandon.
You.
You didn't say I'm right. You didn't say it wasn't.
No, it's not me. I'm
Like,
not that cheap.
nobody claims that,
Bro.
right? Like,
Brandon's cheap. Believe me, Brandon's pretty cheap.
I will not go to a restaurant and go, can I have a rib? That ain't gonna feed me.
No, I mean, this is probably why you can't keep girlfriends.
what's up, Asha? I see you.
Hold the fuck on. You motherfucker.
What's going on, Rain?
Look who's fucking talking.
What's going on with y'all?
This motherfucker.
We doing, we're live doing the Last of Us SpoilerCast.
Okay. Big Mike, we actually watched it the other day, so.
Good. All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the platform, Last of Us SpoilerCast. We're going to talk about the Last of Us TV show. We're going to review it, as well as talk about some spoilers. So if y'all don't want to hear the shit, I'm not saying get the fuck out. Just have us tabbed up, please. You know what I'm saying?
Please? Could you please?
Please. All right, let's get into our introductions. No particular order, starting with Big Mike, a.k.a. Thick Mike. Oh, what up, man?
Bitch Mike.
What up? How we doing? What's life?
Doing good, man. These two creatures back here look like your feet. Anyway, next up, we got Brendan, the whole man. What up, Brendan? What's going on, bro?
Nothing much. I can't wait to get into this.
Brendan, quick question. How did these liquors taste like? Because did you taste Big Mike feet? Did you
Tastes like COVID.
All right.
But this right here, what we're talking about, I gotta say, I think I like on the PS3. I played it. I don't know how many times this game. PS4. I don't know how many times. PS5. I don't know how many times. This is my all-time most favorite game, like ever. Like I'll always put this up against anything.
Okay. All right.
I'm a Brandon.
Huh?
I'm with you. I played it like at least 5 times.
Yeah. Like,
Easy mode.
Okay.
All right. Welcome, Brandon. Welcome. Next up, we have Rain, the goddess. What up, Rain? What's going on?
Nothing much. How are you guys?
Chilling. Trying to not, you know how it is.
Try not to roast and take it too hard, too early.
Exactly. I don't want to shoot my shot right now. All right. Well, welcome, Ray. Welcome. Next up, we got Dave D, aka Wesley Pipes, aka Mr. No Cam. What up, man? What's going on,
Run
bro?
the gauntlet.
What up?
David, I swear, dude, I think you do it on purpose, bro.
Because
I think you don't be having this cam on purpose, man. Okay, here we go. There it is. What's up, dude?
What's up? What up?
You ready?
Nah, I'm not, dude. Nah. I'm ready like a mug. You know how it goes.
Dude, your beard is like BET dude beard, dude. It's like the dude that be on like Zatima or like Sisters.
I learned an interesting fact today that if you're able to grow a beard, that your ancestry probably were warriors. Because remember, people grew beards to stop blunt force trauma to the face and patted their face. So
then I'm guessing your ancestors were pretty shitty because your beard is like not matching.
Daddy just doesn't know how to grow his.
Listen, I'm cursed. No, I'm cursed. I'm the one that was motherfucking while you was out there fighting. I was downloading, motherfucker.
Can you get closer? Because I don't know if this is connected, Danny.
I'm not even growing it. This is pre alopecia. I'm not even growing it.
The last time he tried to grow a beard, Brandon, he took the hair from his underarms and put it on his face.
Oh man!
Oh wow!
Right. Big Mike took his motherfucking nut crisp and put him on the top of his shit.
No,
Look like Homer Simpson with COVID and shit. Get the fuck
This
out of
one
here.
that was Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, right? This is not Super Saiyan Blue just yet, but it's getting there. I'm almost Super Saiyan Blue.
And my shit is Beerus. Right?
Yeah,
So
it's
y'all
there.
tripping.
It's definitely there.
It's looking immaculate.
All right. Let's fuck y'all. Let's get into it. Yeah, Last of Us debuted on HBO Max. It was what, the second highest debut? No. Yeah, second highest debut in HBO history, right?
Since what, Game of Thrones, right? I think was.
Yeah, I think it was Game of Thrones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Game of
And-
Thrones #1, Last of Us #2.
I think what Rotten Tomatoes gave it 100%.
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
And
Yeah.
I see why. I honestly
What's up,
see
Sky
why.
Dragon? Brian, I see y'all.
Like this, to video game to TV action, they got it spot on so far.
So let's talk about that. Let's talk about that because everybody, during the casting phase of this, there was some heavy complaints about it because they felt like some of the characters didn't match. I know Ellie was the biggest complaint. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I know I'm probably gonna catch some flack like a motherfucker on this. I'm gonna be honest, but I don't give a fuck. Just a platform, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be mad than a bitch, and y'all gonna be happy than a bitch. But Ellie, look, she's an amazing actress, right? But she looks like she got the syndrome. I'm just being honest with you. I know it.
Your angry letters to this dude only.
Listen.
Only, bro, only.
Listen.
That has nothing to do with me.
Platform does not stand by those particular remarks.
Maybe I got bit in the neck by Struggle Man or something, and I got some violence in me. I don't know.
Looks like
But-
it's doing damage control.
But
immediately.
I'm just telling you right now. Look, I'm not taking nothing away against her acting ability. She is a
Views of DJ Deadpool don't reflect the
Listen.
views of the platform.
Listen. Is she amazing as Ellie? Yes. And I wouldn't want to change it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm used to her character now. Like I'm used to her being Ellie. Like even after that first episode, she proved she had what it took to actually do that persona. This is just me bastard style, right? When I look at Ellie, I'm like, yo, Ellie is like peanut shaped. But
I guess before we get into the actual show, Pascal, Pascal, he got interviewed after, like, I think he was on the
What's up,
red
Frozen?
carpet of the premiere of the episode or something like that, and I guess the interviewers were saying that I guess people are now calling him like the best daddy.
Usher said, Daddy woke up and said, fuck this woman. Listen, I'm not trying to shit on her poetically, right? I'm just saying, me personally, I felt like, some of them angles, it looked like she was pill-shaped. But
You know what?
it doesn't matter because she's
Her performance is outstanding.
the performance is outstanding, and she
I
really
did not
does
know
bring
that-
that emotion to the role. So
Yeah.
I'm fine with it.
You know one thing? I didn't
Yeah.
know that she was Gordon Ramsay's daughter.
Oh, that's Gordon Ramsay's daughter?
Yeah.
No, Brent, I think that's TMZ.Z, bro.
Yeah, that's not Gordon Ramsay's daughter. I see his daughters on when he does his
Her
cooking.
name is Bella Ramsey.
But she's not Gordon Ramsay's daughter because I've seen his daughters cook with him on his.
Yeah, that's not
YouTube
Gordon
show.
Ramsay's daughter, dude.
Yeah, don't listen to Brandon.
Brandon,
They're not,
here's what we not gonna do.
Shut the fuck up.
Here's
That's some definitely TM.Z.
yeah, Brandon went to
That's
TMZ.
you. That's all you goddamn post, motherfucker.
No, you're the one that said it. I don't post anything like that.
Oh, here we go with the lies. Here
Right,
we go with
that's
the
my
lies.
lies.
Michael acting like he don't know what TMZ does.
You may be right because remember he said he doesn't read.
Oh,
Remember, He said he doesn't
Look like,
read.
she looks like the girl from Hereditary.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Shut up, Dan. Don't fucking know. No.
Yeah, I just looked it up there, Brandon. You're wrong as fuck.
Okay.
I can't
I
fucking.
just read it 3 times.
I'm fucking in tears. I'm like, the show. The show hasn't even started yet, right? And the actress for Ellie is red. You know what I'm saying? But she's not on her. Listen, I just want to clear this up before we continue with the show. I support the character. I support the actress. All right, I think she's amazing. I just at first, right? I just thought it was a pillow with eyes at first. But
I mean, that's you. I mean, I thought she did great. She looked great.
I was like, man, she's like, Soda Popinski on Punch Out. On Super Punch Out. She looked like Soda Popinski.
Exactly, Frozen. I'm with you 100%. Brandon's new name is Landon.
That's my youngest son's
That's
name.
David's.
Landon.
Well, you're about to call your son right here on the phone.
Damn.
Say hello to your new son, David.
All right.
Nah, man, I ain't got no white kids.
The kids are crazy.
All right.
Michael's a son bitch.
All right,
He
so
is.
let's do this. Let me start with you, Rain, because I know
It's
you
like,
said
I got
you
no
checked it
white
out, right?
Yeah, we watched it together on Sunday.
Compared to the video game, right? How do you think they hit that mark with what the game brought to what they brought to the TV show?
So I just want to first clarify that I never finished the game, but I've watched it played a million times.
You played a lot. You played at least some of it to know the story of
No,
it,
I
right?
played. Yeah, I played.
Okay.
I know the whole story. Like I've known the story since before I ever played it, because I watched my best friend play it in college. And I watched him play the whole shit. And then after that, I watched it a bunch of times. So I know the story. I know the trajectory of the story and stuff like that. I think from videos, I felt like it was pretty accurate, honestly. From the beginning. So, they said that they had to do the thing with the spores, which I mean, I guess is not really so prevalent right now.
Yeah.
But they had to do the thing with the spores because it's kind of annoying walking around with a mask all day, and it's like for TV I get that. In a video, these are real human beings. A video game, you could program something to walk around with a mask or do whatever, right? But in real life, it's kind of irritating. So I feel like they really tried their best to keep it as close to the video game as possible, especially acknowledging the parts that they couldn't maintain. Mm-hmm. And just honestly, the first episode, I felt like the intro knocked it out of the fucking park. Always a little weird because you can't help it with TV shows, you have to add a little bit more context. So in the beginning, when they're giving you this whole breakfast and dinner and all this other stuff that didn't really happen in the game, to introduce the characters and stuff like that, and I guess give you some attachment to them for people that haven't played the game. Mm-hmm. I was a little turned off, but I have to remember that everything can't be about the game because it also has to draw in other people. So I think
right, it has to, because TV show adaptation is a little different, right? Mm-hmm. What's up, Naya? I see you. You have to make a few changes just because of the story. A video game, when you're introducing characters, it's a tutorial. You're actually playing the character. You're walking the character down the, valley or whatever. There's these things that you can't really do in a show. You can't just have a person learn about Last of Us controls in the TV show, right? So you have to go, okay, so then in real life, if they are traveling across this vast area, it's going to be things that they run into. It may be natural hazards that they have to kind of overcome, and we'll build off of that, in order to draw the story or push the story forward instead of just having the player be the one that does it. So I can see why those adjustments will be made. That's why those spores really aren't. It's not the same thing, because it would definitely have to change the whole way that the story or TV show would have to play out. Go ahead, Brendan. You got it.
So I want to add on to Rain. So in the beginning, I kind of felt like they kind of from the video game to the TV show, they kind of gave a little bit explanation. So how Sarah, got the watch and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Even when even after Joel put Sarah to bed, in the video game, I'm like, what happened to Joe? Like, where'd he go? And then kind of explained, where he went and stuff like that. So it kind of gave me some, like, questions that I've always been wanting to know.
Like, how did he end up in this situation to where he ran back to the house to get Ellie? I mean, not Ellie, but his daughter, actually. His actual
Sarah.
daughter, Sarah.
So that kind of, like, gave me some more insight of questions I've always been wondering, like, where did Joe go? How did Ellie just get the watch? And I mean, Sarah, but I have to say, I am so happy that in the beginning that they made Sarah go, I sell drugs, hardcore drugs, like in the video game. I'm like, fucking right.
They had to keep that in there.
Yeah, I like how they kept some of the same and some like they added to it. Like I'm just happy that like there's memes of right now of new people watching this going, I hope they survive, and like people who've actually played it going, yeah, I hope they survive.
David, let me come to you, Duke, because I know you played The Last of Us. I know you beat it and all that good shit.
I beat the first one. I didn't beat the second.
Oh, you didn't beat the second one. Okay,
I didn't play the second one, no.
So, because I know this is based off the first one, so you should be kind of well adept. So, what do you think about the overall casting and like how everything played out within the first episode?
Oh, I think it was amazing. I actually did kind of go down the rabbit hole and kind of look at some of the behind the scenes on the cast and some of the adaptations that they took from the game.
Yep.
I do like that they kept the car scene, right? And I saw a breakdown that showed the one by one of like all the explosions that happened and how they kind of had that first person kind of drive.
Dude,
so
that camera work on that car scene was absolutely fantastic. That was some of the best camera work I've seen in media. In that car scene,
TV show.
Yeah, that was like beyond blockbuster style.
Did you
camera
notice that? Well, and I know I'm kind of jumping a little bit, but when they went to present day, the 20 years later, you saw the overgrowth in the world, all the plants and stuff that was growing all around the poles and everything. And then I love that the actress who was the voice actress for the lady in the Fireflies.
Yeah.
They made her. She's the lady. The voice of the lady in the Fireflies on the game. That's her for real.
Okay.
Yeah, Marlene. What's her name?
Marlene.
Yeah.
Marlene. So yes, that's the same. That's the same person. I think it's one other person, if I'm not mistaken, that's from the game that'll be in here.
Okay.
But everybody else is, obviously other actors. And I'll close with this. Listen, I like Ellie. I like the person Ellie. And no, this is not like trying to damage control. It's just that, yes, was it kind of a shock at who they chose for Ellie? But you know what? Elliot Page would have been great as Ellie. But she can't. She turned herself. Now she's Elliot. No, Elliot Page. Right?
Yeah.
Now they. So they are now a different person. So they can't play Ellie on the show, so they had to,
What's up, Brace?
I mean, they would have been perfect.
I think they were too old regardless, personally.
Right, yeah, because I think Elliot is like 30 something, right? So
yeah, like I think they would have been a great candidate in their youth for sure.
Yeah, 10 years ago.
Yeah, I mean
that would have been great, but it's too late. So they get someone else. But I like this young lady, man. And if you see her outside of the show, she's not quite banana peel, right? Like if you see her outside the show, I think it's the way they had her here because they're trying to get her to look like, this world is not clean. If you notice, this world is not sanitary. I mean, it's like broken buildings. We haven't even gotten into all the actions that are around the city and all this stuff. So I mean, there's a lot that we haven't even peeled back yet. And then final thing, I went down a rabbit hole about the poisoning. I know everybody now has to know how this is in the show. That you get through the flour. The flour is the fungus, right? Comes through the flour. So they were saying because Joel didn't eat the pancakes, the daughter did not eat the cookies. The grandma's the one who ate the biscuits, and then the neighbors ate the cookies. Anybody who was eating flour it's just saying that's where the contamination came from the fungus.
Yeah.
Is the flour. So, but yeah, I think it's great, man. I think I watched it 3 times. I watched it twice. I watched it, and then I watched it immediately after, and then the third time I was looking at similarities from the game into there. So there's a lot there. But yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, I watched
Big
it
Mike.
twice. I watched it once in the Discord, and I also watched it once by myself in 4K fidelity. But like Rain said in
I didn't even get a chance to ask my question.
go ahead, actually,
Go ahead.
but like Rain said and Dave said, and even like Brandon touched up on, I noticed the changes, and I actually liked them. Like the attention to detail, in the game they didn't show you the tentacles coming out of these fungus mouths, and I like that part in the very first episode where Grandma leans up and you see these things coming out of her mouth. I like that.
Creepy. Wasn't that kind of creepy? It was like these little things. I was like, oh, what the hell?
Like little
Right?
tongues.
That was a W for things out your mouth.
Melting
Was it? Oh no, that would have been an L for me, nigga.
This ain't no W's with that shit.
I noticed, Brandon didn't mention this, or neither did Dave. Like the one thing where, in the game, when they're driving down the highway and shit, and when the truck gets rolled over, it's a car hits them and it rolls them over.
Right.
And in the TV show, it was an airplane.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Dude, that was a crazy scene, man. When that airplane came down, I jumped out of my damn chair, fell out. I was like, oh shit. I don't know if I should be watching this stupid shit.
I don't know about anything else, but me, yes, I cried in the first episode. Again, like I said, even this game, every time I play it multiple times, I cried that scene right there.
But I think that scene with Sarah and Joel, in the TV show, made it more emotional.
Yes. Because you got to know her, right?
Yes.
You really got to know her. You got to see how much he loved his daughter. You got to see that pain when that fucking cop.
Because in the video game, you
shit.
didn't really get to see that, but in the show, you actually got to see it. And when they're he's carrying her, and I'm like, here comes the tears. Here comes the fucking tears.
I was like, here comes the fucking tears. But yeah, Nika Parker nailed the role for playing Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
She did it. She did an amazing job. Bella Ramsey did a fantastic job, landing and playing as Ellie. Pedro Pascal, outstanding job. I was highly impressed by it all.
I was really invested in Joel's character too. I felt like the passion that he put in, especially when Sarah got killed, and then the way he showed a lot of fear, which is rare for Joel, when he was in that car chase, because that's when shit just started happening. And I liked how he changed his dynamic when things switched over to years later. And he was in that colony. And how brass and how crass he's become, right? He's selling drugs. He beat the shit out of that fucking cop when he kind of had a flashback to his daughter and he was protecting.
Yeah.
And
he looked at his watch and he had that flashback.
Because it was the same situation, right? A cop that was too damn scary. He had his gun and it was getting ready to go down. And it's just he I guess mentally, he vowed it would never happen like that again, right? He's gonna be there even if I gotta kill him. And it's just wild how close they kept it to the game. Because I probably played a little bit of it. I played it on PS Now, so I didn't get a chance to really put that much time to it. I refused to play 720p 30, so I didn't want to do it. But I did fuck around with it a little bit. And I get the first one.
Every console player ever in the universe.
Another thing I noticed as well, when they're driving down the road, you notice this too, Brandon? This is a side-by-side comparison. When they're driving down the road and you see the signs when they're in Texas, that was an exact, a replica from the game as well.
From the game, yep. I'm so glad they didn't Hollywood this.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about? I'm so glad they didn't treat this like they did Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Resident Evil got Hollywood. You notice how kind of kooky and kind of, almost as a B movie kind of quality to it.
Yeah.
I'm so glad they didn't do that. You know, I'm so glad
This
people
shows
aren't super
don't need
beautiful. Right, yeah, I'm glad people aren't like super beautiful because I was worried about that. I thought they was gonna make Tess super beautiful, right? Because she's not. She's a lady who's been in the quarantine for years.
Right.
This is not like this is not gonna. You're not gonna look like you're on Rodeo Drive.
I mean, nobody should fucking be. Yeah, exactly. Like nobody should be fucking looking outstanding, and it's like
right.
so weird. Like that. There's even like that. They do that in things, though. You're not wrong.
I mean, look at those disaster movies, right? It's like
Yeah.
usually the lead is like buff with shininess, and the chick, they got the female lead. She's like amazing, tits up,
Somehow
shiny
still wearing
hair, and it's like not in real life. First of all, you won't have any bras, so I don't know why her titties is up. They should be down.
I will say I have seen bitches with some titties that sit up, and you can't tell if they are or are not wearing a bra. Right.
Naya said Neil was heavily involved. Yeah, they actually have. There's
Neil
pictures.
Druckmann.
Yeah, you can actually look at the set photos, and you can see him directing stuff and talking to the producers and directors, and he's constantly like, you know, he's had a real hand in that, which is thank God, right?
Yeah.
Don't you wish that Nintendo had a hand in the first Super Mario Brothers movie? Wouldn't that have been such a different live action movie if Nintendo was like literally there saying, "Hey, we don't want Luigi to be Mexican," right? Like they would be there to say that. Plus, they would have the Yakuza up in their ass too, talking about shoot this motherfucker up if you don't make Mario the way we want him.
I guess two things.
Yes.
I know you guys, I know Dave watched it 3 times, Mike watched it twice, going over everything. But I like the evolution, with the grandma. Because, when Sarah was looking for the DVDs, like, she was starting to do that clucker thing. And then the dog even noticed the grandma when Sarah was leaving. And the second thing that really fucked me up was when that little kid was walking to the town.
Oh yeah.
At first I thought it was Ellie. They were going to show her story, before that. With the police and like the kids going through, and they give the kid the shot. And all of a sudden, boom, it cuts to them throwing the goddamn kid in the fire. I'm like, what the fuck?
But now we know why. Because remember when Ellie got scanned, it showed red. Because remember, we didn't know. They didn't explain that to us at that moment. All they did was they told the kid, you're going to be safe. You heard him sticking and said, beep. And then she said, you're going to be fine. She jabbed him, and that was it. So we didn't know about this kind of scanner until the second we met Ellie, because that's when we started understanding, hey, here's how you test how people got it or not. So it's interesting that how they played us, because they played. I was like, as soon as I saw, I was like, no, yo, and Joel just didn't even care. He just was just like, but I love that, right? That like they showed that in this world, death is like it's like around the corner. Right.
You know what that tells you though? That tells you that they're not going to go with kids' gloves on this. That's why I'm glad they went HBO Max or HBO, because HBO has that leeway, right? They don't have to. Well, let's make sure we don't show blood, or let's not hurt any kids, or women don't really get wrecked, or like. That's not the case. That bitch got beat up in the first 10 minutes of that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? She was beat, punched.
Tess get beat up.
Yeah, Tess got her motherfucking ass. She was scarred up for the whole.
That's one of my favorite characters in that universe.
And they switched some things up there.
All the 3 of those are amazing characters. Go ahead, Brandon. I'm sorry.
They switched some things up, because in the beginning you're chasing after the guy that stole your money.
Right.
But when you in the TV show you find him dead, and it's Marlene that.
It's Marlene that.
Yeah.
That was a dope scene.
That was a dope scene because
was shot off. You see that?
Yeah, it was. And they just showed. They zoomed in after the bitch said that. I'm like, why? Why would you zoom in? That shit shiny and disgusting right there. I'm like, and I'm a weak ass dude too, man. So it's like fear stuff. I'm like, nah, bruh. I'm not.
Fear is definitely a factor for me.
Yeah, it's just like watching The Last of Us. It's like, because I don't like scary shit that much,
But
But
when we were watching it,
yeah,
I knew your ass didn't play the game.
yeah, it's just like my bro. I'm like,
He's
breathe, remember to breathe.
He's watching with covers going like this.
I just don't want to see one of these fucking things. This is
coming.
This is the nightmare fuel, right? And they showed it right here, right?
But wasn't that on the wall when Tess got scared in the TV show?
Yes, that was on the wall, right? I think it was Big Mike, right? I think that was on the wall. But if you go deeper, they explain why that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Because when they are on the wall, it's not that they're dead technically, but it's kind of like almost like a housing thing for them to keep them up, and they just stay in there. So it's creepy as hell, man. And there's real shit out there like that. It just don't affect humans. What did you guys think about that explanation from the scientists?
That's creepy out.
You know why though? Because there is a fungus spore that buries into ants, and it can live.
Worms too.
Yes, and it'll make you it'll eventually take over their body and leave a shell, and it'll leave the body to spread the spores even more, and it's it's freaky that's some real life shit that we have in real life we have something.
And he said there's no cure for that because they said that's
because it's not a virus, right? It's not a virus.
And what year is the TV show right now?
You don't want to say. Don't say.
2023.
Brandon, I'm about to kick you off the show, bro.
I was watching with Rain and Struggle. That was another thing we were talking about. Me and Rain and Struggle all agreed. Like, if we're living in this world, take me out right now.
Oh yeah, apocalypse me, bitch.
Just go ahead, more ability, man. I don't want to be here. I don't like you all, but just go ahead, take me out.
I'm not gonna cap. It's not like I don't feel like I could survive. I totally could, but do I feel like it, nigga?
Right.
Man, because this was harsh as hell.
Shit, I have so many luxuries and amenities, and I'd be want to die right now.
Dude, I just had something click in my brain.
Want to keep going? Are you serious?
I just had something click in my brain here. What if on the TV show we get that one was it the boomer that was in the gym?
Dude, don't play. Shut up.
Oh, those things are so scary, dude.
Yeah, what if we get that in the show?
He's gonna be in the show. He's gonna be in the show.
Is he?
They said all the creatures will be in the show. Yeah.
They showed a preview. They showed a preview of it coming out of the ground. They showed it. Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't wait.
Yeah, you know how scary that thing is, especially when it's like.
Yeah.
And this is like, and that thing just be like.
That sound effect went crazy.
Oh shit! He ain't stopping. You ain't stopping. He just.
I tried to do video game voice acting for monsters.
Here's the thing: Molotov cocktail, right?
Dude, yeah, the Molotov cocktail just came out. That's true.
Right.
Like 10 of those.
So you know how many that thing ate, bro?
Yes.
I had like 6 of them in the game for me, and I feel like 6 of them ate them.
Yeah,
I was like,
that thing ate a lot, and with the shotgun,
it didn't stop. That's what I was telling them. They didn't stop because as soon as boom, he's like, and then you're still coming. You're like, oh shit, boom.
Don't scare me, please. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to fucking know.
Here's the crazy part to say it. Go ahead, Mike.
And on top of that, including the game, he's taking like shit from his body and throwing it at you, trying to and tossing it at you.
He throws explosive spores.
Yeah.
But Big Mike, here's the other crazy. When you kill him, he dies and explodes in a big, huge ass cloud of fucking spores, dude. He just go boom. That shit's fucking everywhere, dude. You're dead.
I call him Big Chungus. That's all I call him.
Big Chungus.
I don't know if he has a name. I just call him Big Chungus. I'm like, yo.
I call him.
I don't want
to. Like, his face is horrible.
I don't want to fight Big Mike's feet. I don't want to fight that motherfucker. I don't. There's not enough.
I can't wait for episode 2. That's why
I just wonder how far they're willing to. I'm more interested in to see where they want to go with it. Right? Like, are they going to continue like where Joel dies, and they're gonna have that season of Last of Us. You
You know
know,
what? I saw a meme of the guy because he played in a Game of Thrones. And
Oberyn,
Yep.
my
Yes.
God, that nigga was so
And he
fucking
said
sexy.
we had to go through 2 times of Pascal getting his head crushed in.
yikes! And it's happened on HBO twice. Yikes!
What are you
Yikes!
trying to say right now, bro?
He need to stop doing shows for HBO, bro.
That's what happened to Joel in part 2.
No, he needs to stop doing HBO shows, man. 'Cause it seems like he always get wrapped.
I mean, it's supposed to happen.
But I mean,
I mean-
we probably won't see that until like later down the road.
Too.
Yeah.
I'll say
No,
No, I don't think season 2 is gonna be a part 2.
Yeah, because they already said like there's gonna be like 3 seasons. There's
Yeah.
three seasons all gonna be about Last of Us 1. There.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I think they're going to do Last of Us 1.
the
Well,
one.
I mean, how many episodes per season are they?
Well, here's what
I don't know.
Well,
There's
here's
gonna be
what
9 episodes. 9 episodes.
Well,
per
then that's
season.
why.
Yeah.
Well, I read this that there was going to be.
But they're on chapter
so-
2 right now on even the first
Yeah,
episode.
but they're probably gonna slow it down. They had to like the first
Okay.
episode was over an hour, wasn't it?
Well, you gotta remember, TV show is different than
Yeah, Brandon.
the game, right? So
Shut
it's
the
not
fuck
gonna,
up.
it's not
Brandon, you
gonna
gotta stop
have.
bringing TMC. You gotta stop bringing TMC.
I read this, guys. I read that that they were going to try and do as much as the first game in this first season, and then the second season was going to be a 2-parter, where it was going to be the first part was going to be about 8 or 9 episodes, ending from the first game and then into the second game, and the final season will be the end of the second game. That's what I read.
So when I read it, 3 seasons. It's all gonna be about Last of Us 1.
See, I didn't hear that they said it was only going to be Last of Us.
Yeah, 3 seasons of just the first game.
Yeah, 'cause that's-
It's gonna be 9 episodes.
Yeah, but that's still a lot.
But it's only 9 episodes, though.
What are
So,
we going to get to
Nine
that?
episodes.
dude, listen. You know how many cutscenes in that game equal to us? That shit. There's so many cutscenes in the game. That shit equals. You gotta think about each cutscene can be a entire show, right? Because
So
just
can
because.
last 6 seasons. basically
Yeah,
what
because
Mike's
think
saying.
about it, man. The
No, it's
cutscene
not
is really
lasting
different
6
than in a
seasons.
game than an
It's
actual
only
show
3
episode. So there's going to be dialogue, right? There's going to be
Yeah, but
I can't say it now. Exposition. There's going to be explanations on certain characters. There's going to be a focus on certain characters that are not like how it's focused in the game. So I can't see it not doing the first one, in a couple seasons, and then
Even Neil
doing
said,
Last of Us 2 in a couple seasons. Now, you don't want it to get too drawn out to where it's like, damn, when does Joel die? We on season 3 and it's 2028, and we still got Joel up. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, he's got to go because you
And
got to
they
switch
can-
over. You have to
They
switch
can
over.
even continue the goddamn series when they come out with part 3 of the game.
but
What about I was thinking about with factions? I was thinking that's how they're going to extend it because factions, Last of Us factions is because they are
That's the multiplayer thing, right?
multiplayer game where they talked about how they were the story about all the different factions.
yeah, I don't see them touching any factions.
I'll see like Joel teaching Ellie, play the guitar and getting close.
Another thing I noticed as well, because I even read on it, they're going to touch about the DLC on Last of Us as well. Like I saw a scene after the first episode, we're going to hear about Riley. Like I said, there's going to be lots of stuff.
That's gonna make me cry too.
Rip.
Like I said, there's lots of stuff they're going to
Rip.
touch on there, Brandon. Like I said, and Neil even said this whole show is all going to be on Last of Us 1. He said he's not even penned Last of Us 2 for yet at all.
Who said that?
Neil Druckmann.
Neil Druckmann said it's going to be 3 seasons of just the first.
Uh-huh.
That's what Neil Druckmann said. Wow.
Yes.
Look, David got to look it up because he got to verify.
Yeah, James.
Well, because Big Mike, his verification methods is like,
This is coming from Big Mike. This is like
Yeah, TMZ does.
yeah, you got to verify.
Don't TMZ on me. You're the
This is
one at all.
You do have to verify because his verification method is press
No.
yes or no. So you
I
have
am
to
gonna hear from you.
verify.
Stop, Brandon.
dude, this is the king of the lies. I got to make sure this is really the truth. Man,
How did he know that there were going to be?
You going down?
Wait, hold on.
So,
How did he know there were going to be 3 seasons? Go ahead, Ray.
luckily, The Last of Us creators Craig Mazin and Neil Druckmann have provided a concrete answer. Season 1 of The Last of Us will cover the entire events of the first game.
So season 1. So why would season 2 and 3?
One season for the first game.
Yeah. So why would 2 and 3 cover the first game if they're if first season 1 is the entire events of the
You're
first
talking about
game?
TMZ.Z. Shit,
Exactly,
Michael?
I'm not.
Mike read it upside down.
Okay.
So-
That's what you said about that's what you said about my Twitch. Don't even go there.
No, you were right about the Twitch.
But you are wrong.
Almost called you Brandon, man.
You motherfucker.
Mike, you still were wrong about this though. So don't get hype. I mean, you was wrong about this. It's nothing. You getting hype like you dunked the ball, but you didn't even get to the end zone. I mean, yes. I mean, this first season's about the first. That's what I say. What I read was that it was going to be the first season was going to be the first game, and then the other, their possible 2 seasons were going to be about
The
a
second
little bit
game.
of the first game, and then into the second game, part 1 and part 2.
So it says that they will cover the entire first game and the first season, and the second season and third season will be about the second game.
See, there we go. That sounds more plausible because I couldn't believe them stretching it out, right? Why would they stretch out the first game in 3 fucking seasons?
That's what I was saying.
For 3 seasons, for keeping the game on, keeping the TV show online. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it's like there's only 2 games right now. We don't know when we're getting the third.
Right, get a third one. Right,
But I
exactly.
guess because like the second game, I guess it sounds like it was much more expansive and there was a lot more going on in there.
It was.
Ways that they can split. I haven't played the second game, and I'll just say this, but they have ways they can split it.
Perfection again.
So,
First game, second game, perfection. That's all I gotta say.
Nigga said
Right, this dude, Chef Kiss.
Brandon is happy as a fucking clown.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this before we get out of here because I didn't want to take too long in the discussion. I just kind of wanted to do like a spoiler cast and get in and out. But I do want to get Mike.
I know. Let me go ahead.
Exactly. So I do want to get the final scores. But before we do that, we will give Big Mike the last word on it. So give it to us, Michael.
Give it to us. I will, because I had questions for all of you, because I wanted to touch on it. Because there was 2 things I wanted to touch on.
You got 5 minutes, because I'm trying to get out of here.
I got whatever I want. You had no hurry.
Okay, let me show you how to do this.
But nah, what'd you all think about
I got Mike muted. All right, so what we're going to do is... Oh, go ahead, man. But you fucking around. We only got 5 minutes, dude. You trying to get everybody's opinion on a big-ass question. We got 5 minutes.
I do. I got two questions.
No, ask one. You got to choose one.
What'd you all think about, everybody's talking about the internet about, Nico Parker playing as Sarah, because everybody on the internet was saying, oh, she's black.
I don't really care.
I didn't give a damn.
Ain't nobody thinking about that shit next.
Exactly.
And you know what? She, Pascal, they had to get a daughter that was perfect for her, and she did it fucking perfectly.
Right.
Relevant. I think what we have to realize about these things, when you go on Broadway, right, and you see a live performance, everybody don't fucking match skin. It's about who you're portraying.
Right.
I don't
you
care.
identify a character and whatever, it don't matter if it don't match the daddy. Because if I said that's my child, that's my child. In real life, you can't tell anybody who is and who's not their child. So I don't think it really makes any type of fucking matter, at all.
I mean, think about it. Did we see in the game? Did we see Ellie's mom?
That's what I said. No. We've never seen her mom. So please shut the fuck up.
So that origin could be anything. I mean, we're talking about a fictional game and a fictional show based on a fictional game.
Right.
So if you're worried about continuity, I suggest you go watch VH1 because this is HBO. This ain't reality show. This is a show called Last of Us about a 2 people. Right. This is a show about.
You asked the wrong crowd.
Right.
That's pretty good because it was the same thing. Everybody was up in arms with Ariel being black.
Yeah, but we're asking black people. Like,
Exactly. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Oh wait, hold on. Here's me as a white person.
I
I honestly thought Ariel as Little Mermaid was
Listen here,
perfect.
Brandon.
Right.
Listen here, Brandon. You have not much to say because
Shut the fuck up.
We know you better for Trump. We know you better for Trump.
Big Mike, you like Homelander, right? So you like Homelander Stormfront, so you don't get to talk about it.
No, because you know what? Honestly, when you told me he liked Homelander, right? All right. Why? No, because now why on fucking Martin Luther King Jr. Day did I have to watch Homelander compare himself to Martin Luther fucking King? And y'all knew that already, and this nigga still fuck with him. I swear to God, these last 2 episodes better not be any worse.
When people complained about it, it was his buddies. Right? His buddies is the ones that complained about Sarah not being a lily white, Presbyterian, Caucasian angelical, right? So, I mean, it was his buddies. It wasn't us. We didn't get that shit. I didn't see. I saw people saying it was amazing. But it was big.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. All right, so let's get the scores since Mike
I
won.
love you. I was just trolling with you. Don't calm down.
Fuck off.
What?
All right, let's do our scores. I'm gonna start with Brandon since he's hot. You know what I'm saying? Brandon.
Fucking fish. You don't want to.
Brandon, let me get a score. 1 being Super Mario Brothers movie, 10 being amazing. What do you
Let me
give
mute
it?
him real quick.
Oh no.
Unmute him.
my God.
You mean you're done? I'll tell you that right now.
So what is it, Brandon?
I'm just trolling with you, Brandon. Get your voice out.
Brandon, what do you give it? Brandon, what do you give it?
From video game to TV show, the TV show episode 1, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. All right. Rain.
I'm gonna right now at 8. I know it feels kind of low.
8. Okay.
But
All right.
right now, the first episode, like, there's not really, I don't really have issues, but there's more. I need more.
Right. You just want to see it through.
Episode, so,
Gotcha.
yeah.
All right. Dave D.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 9.5, man. I think it's great, man. They kept, I'm glad they didn't Hollywood. That's my big thing. I'm glad they didn't ruin it and try to act like this is the Super Mario Brothers movie and make it The Last of Us in name only. So
Right. Joel fucking African. They got Ellie as
like Joel's Nick Cannon.
right. Ellie is 30 years old. Like yeah.
Ellie is
30-year-old bad bitch.
right. Ellie's Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, what is this, right? And here
On
comes
what
Tess.
fucking planet, bro?
Tess will be Leslie Jones from freaking
Yo.
and then it'll be something stupid like Marlene will be
Meg the Stallion or something.
Tessa Thompson.
Meg the Stallion. I mean Marlene, she'll be like,
Nah. Tessa Thompson, bro.
y'all got zombies hotties. Y'all got zombies hotties. We're gonna be like, man, this is trash.
Shut the
man.
I was supporting that. I was supporting Zombie Hottie.
Like, just because it's Meg the Stallion, but like, please, Megan, don't do it.
I can't
And
have
it wasn't
it.
she would have twerked to while she was right there in the Fireflies.
Right.
Wouldn't it just ruined it, right? Wouldn't that have ruined it?
Better yet, no. What if Big Chungus was Mega Stallion, and she started
Hold on. First of all,
Her booty.
hold on. That dance right there, Mike, was super unseasoned, dude. That motherfucker was like. That shit was like.
Don't ever put a black girl's name on that, please.
Yeah, that shit was like a pinch of salt, dude.
Let me see your dance, Danny.
All right, so Big Mike. 1 being Crackdown. I said Crackdown. 1 being Super Mario Brothers movie. 10 being amazing. What you give it?
I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 as well. I like the attention to details. I like the subtle changes. I love it all. Episode 1 is 10 out of 10 for me.
I'm gonna give it.
It's a salt.
I'm gonna give it. Shut up, David. I'm gonna give it. This will be.
It's literally just like on top of dried chicken breast. It's like that's
All right, stop it. You fucking me up. All right.
Go ahead, put your PC Master Race hat on.
Yo.
All right. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give.
Say what's up, yo. I'm sorry.
All right. I'm gonna give it. Anyway. Oh, this is ridiculous. All right. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. And the only reason why it missed the point, and like I said, I'm gonna probably get the hate letters.
Danny, don't you dare, Danny.
We got Soda Popinski as an Ellie. But outside of that, looking like Martin when he boxed. Remember when? But outside of that,
That's funny.
outside of that, the show's amazing, and I love the camera work. I love the camera work.
These comments.
I think
Comments are his only.
I think both actors.
Delete the mod immediately. Unpublished mistake.
I think both actors are amazing. I love the camera work. I love the cinematography. I love everything about the show. And there it is. So yeah.
Twitch today and get you blocked. I would say Twitch and block the platform.
Don't do it, David, because you'll be fired. Just let you know. All right. Let's go ahead and see who we raiding.
Nigga said, "Do you want a job?"
I see Super Mario.
Do you want to be part of the platform or not?
You said Super Mario is live.
I see
You see,
Mike is live.
is live. You see, we got Story Mode Bay is live.
Guy Mike's live.
We just said that.
Sky Mike is live.
Yeah.
Let's raid Sky Mike.
We got Raspy Inferno.
Let's raid Sky Mike.
Yeah, Guy Mike's got.
Let's do it for the culture.
There we go. There we
Sky
go.
Mike. All right, guys. Shout out to Big Mike. Shout out to Dave
Braze.
D. Shout out to Rain the Goddess. Shout out to Brendan, the whole man. Shout out to everybody in chat. You already know. Hold on. Oh, I forgot to hit the button for the raid. There it is.
You shout Big Mike?
I did. I said shout out to Big Mike. Shout out to Dave D. Shout out to Ray. Yeah, I went
You
through.
say Beige Paula. I didn't hear you say Beige.
Oh no, because listen, Big Mike was on time and he had a shirt on. I'm proud of him.
We're always waiting for
that
Brandon
phone.
and Danny.
Shut the fuck up.
Even though I was in here way earlier, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So shut the
You
fuck
don't
up.
believe Mike's
All right.
information. That's enough. That's all you need.
Right. So what you want to do? Let me stop. All right, let's go ahead and check out Sky Mike. Make sure you show us some love. Ask him what type of draws he got on. You already know.
We're not wearing any drawers.
WFAP. And once again, we love you all. We can't do this without you. We'll holla at y'all. We will do it. We will do
He's
it.
a hero, gonna fight pollution till it's zero. Put a hand on your boss. Bad guys who like to fap and plunder. You play for the Captain Fapping. We're the fingers, and we can fap it too.
This is even how we're ending the show.
I'm about to rain out.
Captain
Happy
Planet,
years.
bro. Captain Planet.
Captain Planet.